Welcome back to Learn BC. You're here with Jared. We're in a series, Finance 101, with fixed assets up to SOP number 4, which is recording fixed asset maintenance. And this series is just going to help you run your asset register better, maintain it, manage it. Let's talk through how we run our SOPs. We go through context and rules, the procedure, the outcomes. It's all about the trigger, the preconditions, and the principles that lead us through the steps and to the outcome. Now, if you could like this video, please comment, share, subscribe, email us at how@learnbc.today so we can hear from you. Let's get started. The trigger for this is a fixed asset requires maintenance, so servicing or repair, and the cost needs to be recorded against the asset for tracking purposes without increasing its capitalized book value. Now, the preconditions is the fixed asset card exists, so we've got our, I think it was a tractor or a truck that we created. So it's there, it's active, we've already done our first month's depreciation, and the maintenance registration codes are set up if tracking specific types of maintenance. Now, the vendor invoice or purchase order for the maintenance work is approved, so we're going to make one just for maintenance. And the key principles here is maintenance versus acquisition. The routine maintenance and repairs are expensed immediately to the P&L. Okay, so an expense just gets expensed on a monthly basis. They do not increase the asset's book value or affect future depreciation. Okay, however, when we go to run an asset report, it gives us all of its maintenance as well as its depreciation, etc. So the fixed asset posting type equals maintenance when we're on that purchase invoice as seen in SOP-3. So maintenance ledger, maintenance costs are recorded in a separate maintenance ledger. So it's not the fixed asset entries, it's a maintenance ledger, allowing you to report on the total cost of ownership, asset acquisition plus maintenance over the asset's life. Now, the critical warning here is do not post major updates or overhauls that extend the asset's useful life as maintenance. These must be capitalized by posting them as acquisition costs so they can increase the book value of the asset. All right. Now, what happens through the steps? We go and search for purchase invoice, go create new invoice. We enter the vendor details, which is what we've done already. Select the fixed asset type. So we're gonna, on the line, it needs to say fixed asset. Then you enter the fixed asset, which is our asset we created in this series. You verify the type, we change it from acquisition to maintenance, and you post the invoice. It sounds pretty simple. Then I'll take you into the asset card and show you where this shows up. Now, what happens? So fixed asset posting type is set incorrectly. If the posted as acquisition cost instead of maintenance, the cost hits the balance sheet and increases the asset value, the book value. So reverse the posted invoice journal and repost with the correct type. So you're basically going to have to go and reverse and clean up the mess. Maintenance costs should be capitalized. So if the work, costs should be capitalized. So if the work extends the asset's useful life or significantly increase its value, it should be capitalized. You shouldn't be expensing it. Okay. Post as an acquisition cost, which is basically the SOP-2 on the same asset, and it will increase its asset value. Maintenance code is missing, so if the maintenance code is not available in the drop-down, contact finance admin to create the maintenance setup before posting. All right, so post conditions, maintenance cost is posted at the maintenance ledger, corresponding GL entries are created in the PL, and fixed asset book value remains unchanged. Maintenance history is available for reporting and analysis. Let's get into Business Central and take a look. So first things first, I'm going to go into fixed assets. And in my fixed asset, I've got my tractor model A. If I click on it, there's a couple of things here. I haven't set my maintenance vendor, which is Fabricam. Okay. The vendor that I bought it from and who I maintain it from. I'm not yet tracking dates, but I could be tracking the next service date and the warranty date. As we go through here, you should be able to see the maintenance registration, and it gives us a list of basically what is the maintainers of this particular vehicle or asset, etc. So it's a registration of details, just puts that there for us. What we're going to do is we're wanting to turn around and see the process right now. Sorry, just before I go off this, the current acquisition value of this asset is 92,361, right? And if I click into that, you have the original value of 95 less depreciation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go in and purchase invoice, new purchase invoice, Fabricum, just like that. We got an invoice from the supplier. You would obviously load the invoice into the attachment and you would check it against what we're doing. We're selecting fixed assets on the line. We've already exposed our extra fields. Okay, so here on the line, as we scroll over, we can see here, it says acquisition cost. And the reality is we're looking for maintenance. So as we change this, this gives us now, it's going to change the posting to be expensed. And so we're going to take a look at that. I'm going to scroll over, and on this particular posting, I'm going to hit preview post. And here we are, we have a maintenance ledger entry that's actually going to be created for the $2,000. And you have all of your standard postings. I'm going to post this. Do you want to post the invoice? Yes. And let's go have a look at the actual asset itself. So here we are, we've got our trusty tractor. I'm going to go into it and I can see here that the depreciation hasn't changed. The asset book value has not changed. Okay, so nothing to do with what we were just doing has affected it. If I go into the maintenance ledger entries, I can actually see here ledger entries for fixed assets that have been posted. You can then run a report to show, and it will wrap it into your asset report, the maintenance log of what was spent, when and where, with the traceability to the transactions that you've gone and spent on that asset card.